Hello and welcome to this week's Wednesday's Wellness Tip. I'm Julie Crane and thank you for joining me today. So we are still working in our little mini series, Nutrition 101, and we're talking about the 4 core supplements that everyone needs. So instead of being confused by everything that you see, on the store shelves when you walk in, know that there are really just 4 core supplements that you need. So we're actually in the 4th one today. So I want to do a quick review of the others. So last week we finished our discussion on actually the second of the 4 core supplements. But the first and the second are basically your vitamins and your minerals. And to kind of just, remind you of the key points of that is that supplementing with a whole food vitamin and with organic chelated minerals is a must. And this is due to the nutrient deficiency in the soils that have been overworked, due to the way that food's being produced and being brought to the grocery store, and also because of the fact that so many foods are heavily processed, or if you eat out a lot, you're just not getting the nutrients that you need from those. And to remind you again that there is a difference between vitamins and minerals, and most that you're going to find are going to be synthetic. So these synthetic and commonly marketed, the big vitamins that are so professed to be so good are oftentimes mostly synthetic. And when we use a synthetic vitamin or mineral, it's going to create more problems than solutions. So only vitamins in the whole food form contain all that's needed in order for those vitamins to be broken down and used by the body. So, when you purchase a vitamin, such as what I use and promote here, the Optimal Health System, is one of the key things that they have that I've not found any other vitamin yet that does this. Doesn't mean there isn't some out there, but that they also pre-digest them. So this can be a costly and time-consuming process, and so most vitamin companies don't do that. But when you find a good quality vitamin like Optimal Health Systems have, then they pre-digest them. And what that means for you is that it's already broken down and ready for your body to absorb and use. So for someone like me that's had past gut issues and wasn't always able to metabolize everything that I ate, I still get the benefit of these vitamins because they are pre-digested. And the other thing to know is that minerals, when you purchase those, you want to make sure that they are bound to amino acids, and this is called chelation. So you want to look for minerals that are chelated. And this means that because it's in this form, your body's going to have the ability to be able to break it down. So as it travels, when you take it and it travels down into your gut, then it will be able to get out to the cells. But if you take a mineral in a non-chelated form, you're not going to be able to use it. Your body's not going to be able to break them down. And oftentimes you'll see this because they'll try to put something else in there and say that will help you absorb or break down that mineral. But no, basically they're telling you that it is not chelated. And so they're using something else to try to help it. If you have a true chelated organic product, you're not going to need it to be combined with anything in order for you to be able to take it. So, and the biggest point I think to remember about this topic is that synthetic vitamins and unchelated minerals will actually pull nutrients out of other parts of your body. So they will pull what they need in order to complete that nutrient and then be able to break it down, because your synthetics are only going to contain a portion of the entire nutrient. And then the third core element in what we want to use with supplementation is enzymes. And I just recently did a little series on enzymes, so I'm not going to go into that again, but I do want to invite you to watch those videos if you haven't already seen them, because there is some really wonderful health-saving information in there and about what enzymes can do for you. You know, if you have the early signs of enzyme deficiency, such as fatigue after eating, gas, bloating, heartburn, excessive gas, upset stomach, diarrhea, or any symptoms that might make you grab for an antacid or an acid blocker, then adding a digestive enzyme can be a game changer for you. Now, if you're experiencing something like an autoimmune disease, this even includes common maladies that we hear about all the time, such as diabetes and arthritis. These are all autoimmune diseases. Then you're actually experiencing the late warning signs of enzyme deficiency. But it's not too late, but it is an indicator that your enzyme tank has been empty for a while. And so it's just imperative that you start adding a digestive enzyme to your routine so that these things don't worsen. So for this week's topic now, so those are the top 3 core supplementations. So today we're going to talk about the 4th one, which is probiotics. Now, some of you may be familiar with probiotics. You might have used them. You've certainly probably heard of them, or maybe you're even currently using one right now, because their benefits have been touted over the last recent past. But for those of you, maybe if you didn't really understand what they are, we're going to go into that just a little bit. And to understand that probiotics are actually living organisms. They're also known as bacteria or flora. And they colonize and they flourish in a healthy gut intestine. So these friendly bacteria are vital to our health and to the proper function of the intestinal tract. Did you know that a healthy intestine actually contains approximately 3 pounds of friendly flora? That's a great place to gain some weight, get up to 3 pounds. But these bacteria strains function as a backup to your body's immune system. This is why the gut is often referred to as the second immune system. And probiotics promote health in your gut as they secrete antibiotic type substances such as lactic acid, acidic acid, hydrogen peroxide, and others. So they'll act as an antibiotic type substance, which is wonderful when we have a good healthy gut. And although these little substances are only produced in tiny small amounts, they actually perform a wide range of activities against things like salmonella, Pseudomonas, E. coli, and other harmful food-borne bacteria. So when the intestine is flourishing with healthy, good bacteria, there's actually no room for the harmful disease-causing bacterial strains to implant and grow within your gut. But it's when these get out of balance and our healthy bacteria is low that there's opportunity for the bad bacteria to come set in. But did you know that not only do probiotics help to detoxify and suppress pathogens, but they also promote healthy digestion. So what isn't widely known, though, is that within the probiotics, there are many strains, and each of these are designated for different parts of the intestinal tract. And you need all of them in order to maintain a healthy gut. When you're lacking in natural probiotics, then you're going to become more susceptible to disease and to illness. So gut bacteria have also been implicated in a range of conditions that affect mood, especially depression and anxiety. So while your emotions may be generated in the brain, it's actually the bacteria in your gut that influences you in ways that your 5 senses don't. So what research has discovered so far, and there's still more to learn, but is that there are types of bacteria that can make you feel good, and there are types of bacteria that can make you feel bad. Gastrointestinal complaints have often been associated with people that have experienced depression, anxiety, insomnia, and many other diseases that we previously really just thought of as, mental illness. But they're finding they really are associated with what's going on with the gut. Probiotics can help with this also by boosting the body's serotonin production, which is one of the happy hormones. But even besides the connection of bacteria and emotions, there's still more. There is another major connection that's going on, and this is bacteria and food cravings. So since bacteria can trigger certain kind of emotions, they can also trigger certain food cravings. If you've ever tried to eat healthy, but you kept falling off the wagon and reaching for the sweets or the fried foods or whatever your go-to is, there's still hope. You're actually not the one that is craving this sugary and greasy food. It's actually the bad bacteria that's in your gut that survives and thrives off junk food. Now, good bacteria, on the other hand, loves raw fruits and vegetables. And I notice when my sugar cravings start to go up and start getting out of control, that's when I start to reach for a healthy dose of probiotics. And it really makes a huge difference. So I hope this kind of shines a little new light on how healthy people continue to eat healthy and don't seem tempted by some of those other things, so they can continue to eat healthy without faltering. Well, it's because they've got that good bacteria on their side. So it's important to understand that bacteria are far more genetically diverse than humans. So what do I mean by that? Well, meaning that the bacteria can be programmed and reprogrammed with ease while reacting immediately to stimuli. So bacteria have genes that can be flipped on and off, and this happens through various stimuli. So things such as interaction with each other, interaction with metabolites or toxins, exercise or diet. Bacteria are actually busy little guys, and they're constantly taking in information from our bodies and from our brains. And the cues from our emotional turmoil actually tells the bacteria how to behave and what to crave. And studies they indicate that diet and supplementation are the primary influencers of microbiome balance. So again, gut balance and gut health. When your gut bacteria is out of balance, it can lead to a wide range of disorders, things like obesity, neurodegenerative issues, functional and inflammatory diseases, and everything from cardiovascular disease to irritable bowel disease. So it can affect a lot when our gut biome is out of balance. So what this means, though, this is the good news, is that if we can get our gut biome squeaky clean and flourishing with these healthy bacteria, we can not only be super healthy, but we can put an end to these food cravings. You'll be able to stick better to your healthy lifestyle and diet that you know you should, and you'll be able to have more stable moods. You just need to reprogram your gut first. And we're going to go into how you do that in the next episode. But it's important to understand that not all probiotic products are the same. With many products that you're going to purchase of probiotics, whether they're being kept in a refrigerator or kept on the shelf, is that more than likely the bacteria is not going to be able to survive the acid of the stomach. And so you're not going to receive any benefit or very little benefit. So it's important to find a product that will survive past the stomach acid. So Optimal Health Systems, again, I love this company, use lots of their products, and I can recommend them without hesitation because they are such wonderful quality products. So Optimal Health Systems has created a patented process that they use with their probiotics. And this patented process allows the bacteria to actually survive the acid state of the stomach. So in their probiotic products, they include 9 different heat stabilized, acid resistant probiotic strains. So these are the 9 strains that are needed to inhabit the entire gut completely. And these will produce, help produce digestive enzymes. They'll help reprogram your cravings, and they'll help inhibit the growth of the toxin producing microorganisms that you don't want there. So they have one product, which is Flora Plus, and they have the super probiotic product that is the Flora Blitz. Totally recommend both of these products. If you are experiencing a lot of cravings, I would go to the super packet first, but we're going to talk about that next week so that you have a little bit better idea of how you can reprogram that gut biome like I mentioned. So anyway, I will put the link to these. I wanted to introduce them this time. We'll go into them more in detail next time, but I just wanted you to be aware of them. And I hope that this is helpful. And just remember, if you don't take time to take care of your wellness today, you will have to take time to take care of your illness later. So happy Wednesday. Have a great day. Thank you.